Hey, it's August 2011 and welcome to your monthly news show, Supercar Spin.
This month there's been tons of news from some of the biggest brands, Porsche, Ferrari, Alfa, Aston, Merc, Lotus and McLaren.
Yeah, there's been absolutely tons of news, so you're going to have to watch the show to find out. Hi, welcome to the show. My name is Mark.
And I'm Brendan.
And this is the show where we sift through the masses of press releases for each month and bring you just the most interesting ones around sports cars and supercars. What have we been up to this month, Brendan?
Well, we're back from last month's motor show special to the relative comfort of our studio again.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
It is. Apart from bringing you all the news from the show, though, we did have a lot of fun making it, as you can see from some of the photos here.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun down in Melbourne at the International Motor Show last month. It was great fun just to hang out with the team. Well, there's tons of news this month, so let's get stuck into it. What's the first bit of news?
Well, first bit of news is from a US supercar company that's reclaiming or trying to reclaim the world's fastest car title.
Are these the same guys that made the SSC, Aero SSC from America?
That's the ones.
Okay, cool.
New car's called Tuatara.
That's a bit of a fancy name. It's a bit like the Pagani Waiura.
It is. This one's named actually after, it's a New Zealand lizard, this name, and it actually means peaks on the back, as you can see from the rear wings, the styling of the rear wings. Designed also by the same guy who designed the 599 GTO and Maserati Gran Turismo.
Oh, so that's why it looks so good.
It is a good looking car, and it's got the performance to match with a 7-litre V8, 1006 kilowatt twin turbo.
Well, that's going to help it get to a new world record.
And it's driving carbon fibre wheels.
Oh, very bling.
50% lighter than alloy, so be interesting to see when this thing is available, which there's no release date, so as information comes out, yeah, we'll bring that information to you.
That sounds good. Next bit of news, as you can see from this video on screen, Alfa Romeo have released a beautiful little mid-engined rear-wheel drive coupe. It's called the Alfa 4C. It's basically a baby version of the beautiful Alfa 8C. So it's a baby in looks and in specs as well, because it's got a tiny turboed 1.75 litre engine, 150 kilowatts of power, 200 horsepower that equates to.
That's pretty decent, isn't it?
Yeah, it is from a 1.75 litre engine. It's really good. It only weighs 850 kilos as well, so that's pretty much the same as the Lotus Elise in weight and size, but I'd say it's a darn sight better looking. They say it will get to 100 kilometres an hour in under 5 seconds, so that's good performance as well. Good performance, good looks, so they could be onto a winner. But it's expected to be released in mid-2012, so looking forward to that one.
Hopefully it's not too expensive.
No, hopefully not.
Next bit of news is from Porsche. Their new 911 teaser campaign has started, as you can see from the video on screen now.
Cool, new 911, it's exciting.
It is cool. It's actually called the 991, not the 998, as you would expect.
Yep.
So a bit strange there, but anyway.
Strange, but it's not strange, it's confusing, huh? The 991, 911.
That's how Porsche sort of roll. It'll be more confusing when there's 28 variants of this one too.
Yeah.
But it's still camouflaged, as you can see from the footage. You can hear the nice soundtrack though. But I mean, to be honest, the design, you know, it's going to be an evolution, not a revolution. So we know what it's going to look like anyway, pretty much. Just a tweaked version of the 997. It's
going to be such a good car, isn't it? Because the 996 was so much better than the 997. Sorry, the other way around. And this car is going to be so much better than the 997.
Time will tell. September, Frankfurt Motor Show will debut, so we'll see then.
Yeah, okay. I just thought, if you didn't know anything about Porsches,
you don't know numbers, what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. We know what we're talking about. 991, 997, 996. Yeah, but anyway, Porsche fans that are watching this video are going to be excited like this.
That's right.
There we are. Cool. Some news from Ferrari about the 458 Italia. They're making a convertible version, well, otherwise known as Spider, in Italy. Yes. I mean, this was inevitable, really. We knew this was coming, so it's not that much of a shock, but it's a great bit of news to come through the grapevine. It's got a metal folding roof instead of a cloth one like the predecessor did, and they say it's not going to be any heavier, which is really good.
Oh wow!
Yes,
spiders usually get heavier, don't they?
Yes, exactly. So the only negative is basically going to be losing the glass engine bay, so you can't see the beautiful engine in there. So that's the only negative. So how can this be a bad car? It's actually impossible. It's going to be a convertible version of the 458 Italia, which some say, or most people say, is one of the best supercars in the world at the moment.
There's actually another negative though, and that's the price. It's probably going to be what, 800,000 in Australia.
Yeah. Okay. Well, We can't afford it, but certainly we can look.
That's right.
Yeah, it's good though. So Mercedes-Benz news. Some say the Black Series is what Mercedes-Benz does when they turn the bonkers dial up to 11. So what have they released now? It's the C63 AMG Coupe Black Series. Power is basically what it's about. So it's powered by the AMG 6.2 litre V8, but with forged pistons, conrods and a new crankshaft.
And they're from the SLS.
Cooling. What is?
Those components.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
Yes.
Well, okay. Well, it's good value for money in that perspective then, isn't it?
Yes.
Because the SLS costs a bomb. So, yeah, I mean, this has got a bomb load of power as well. It spits out 385 kilowatts, which is 515 horsepower.
Wow.
Yeah, and because it's a 6.2 litre V8, 620 newton metres of torque, 457 foot-pounds of torque for American language there. So a lot of torque pushes it up the road, 0 to 100 kilometres an hour in 4.2 seconds. That makes me think of two thick black tar lines going up a road,
especially,
and a person with a very big grin on their face as well. Again, this is impossible not to be a good car. The only way it would be not a good car is if the Green Party has managed to actually ban it for basically putting so much pollution out and for sucking small animals into the large air intakes at the front of this car. So it's going to be hitting the European showrooms from January next year, and I can't wait to see and hear what this thing is going to sound like.
Absolutely.
Some news about the Lancia Stratos. Did you hear about that?
It's got a 430 drivetrain.
Yeah, that's right. It was a Lancia Stratos, which was like a retro reborn kind of version, which was announced a few months ago. It's basically based on a Ferrari 430, shortened wheelbase 430, with a full carbon fibre body over the top, with the unmistakable retro Lancia Stratos styling on top. So it was a great project. I mean, the test drives from various magazines that have been in it have given it great feedback. But it's sad news that Ferrari has killed off the project. Don't know quite sure why. Maybe because it's based on one of their older cars. Maybe because it's actually better than the Ferrari 430. But basically Ferrari have said no more to the project. They won't supply the drivetrains anymore. So the engine, gears, etc., everything under the body, they won't supply it now. So for the project to continue, they've got to find non-Ferrari parts to go forwards in the project. So that's going to be pretty highly unlikely.
Or a lot of donor 430s at wreckers.
Yeah, that's right. So that's very sad news, because this was promising to be a really good car.
Yeah. Some Lotus news. The Evora Road-racer is in development.
Yay.
What is that? It's
Lotus.
Basically, it's an Evora that's sort of more track-focused, track-ready.
Well, so it's like a Lotus Evora Cup.
I guess so, yeah.
Cup car, like an Exige Cup. Cool.
So, I mean, the Evora S is 257 kilowatt. This will be somewhere around 300 kilowatt. So it's going to have weight loss, but not only weight loss, but higher grade materials will be used, better exhaust note, and a sharper transmission. They want to basically fill the gap between where Lotus is right now and where they want to be with their new generation of cars.
By using higher grade materials.
Well, better quality interior. That's right.
By stitching correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. They've employed some stitches from Porsche.
Hey, we love Lotus. Lotus are great.
Yeah.
So this car and a convertible Evora will be at the Frankfurt show in September, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
The convertible Evora will be really cool.
How about a convertible version of the Evora Cup? That sounds good.
Yes, it does.
Cool.
Let's cross over to Courtney now, who should have some modified exotic news for us.
Yeah, she's got something vaguely McLaren F1 looking. Let's have a look.
Welcome to the good, the bad and the ugly. This month, guys, I'm going to put an end to all that drooling over outrageously expensive supercars. Did you know that you can own something in the league of an F1 McLaren for a cool $20,000 US? Oh, but wait, it's not quite a car. DDR Motorsport in the USA have released their own kit car named the Miami GT. Now, don't be fooled by what you see on screen here. Yes, there are some supercar looking features like scissor doors and Larry paint, but just like us ladies can tell a fake Louis Vuitton, so too should you be able to see well beyond this. A few desperate viewers may ask themselves, how does one obtain one of these engineering masterpieces? Supercar assembly is really easy, and best of all, you are the master. What arrives via FedEx to your door are some lovely printed diagrams and a few big boxes with fiberglass and plastic. After slathering it all together with super glue, of course, you'll probably find something missing, like a drivetrain and engine maybe? About that, yes, you need to source this small part yourself. The kits come ready to accept a 4-cylinder or small 8-cylinder engine, which is great if you're brave or stupid enough to actually take to the streets in one of these. DDR claim they're placing a truly affordable supercar on the market. It may be useful for retirees wanting a Sunday afternoon project or unfortunate males looking to improve their pickup rates. Either way, this super kit car certainly leaves much to be desired and truly gives meaning to the bad and the ugly part of this segment. Next time you see a supercar, guys, make sure you look twice. That's all from me. Back to you, boys.
Thanks, Courtney, for that shockingly bad-looking McLaren F1 rip-off.
I liked it.
You're cheap. What's the next bit of news, though? What's the final bit of news? A retractable steering wheel that sinks in completely flush into the dashboard when not driving. This is definitely got to be an American invention. Why? Because it's to help the fatties, if I can use such a word, get into the car with the steering wheel out of the way so they can squeeze their little belly in there, or big belly in there. Yeah, it's 5 years away from hitting the market, though. Between now and then,
I can get fat by then.
Yeah, you can get fat, and and some Americans could potentially lose some weight between now and then, or take a walk instead. So I hope it's well tested, because imagine driving down the road and the steering wheel starts to retract.
Or come back further.
Oh, it starts to push your food up or something. Yeah. What other uses can we have for this?
Don't know.
Well, didn't you mention if it was a Lotus version?
Oh, it's probably easier to have sex in a car with it out of the way.
You said you've always wondered how you can have sex with
I have. That's because I used to have a Lotus.
Yeah. And so maybe with a retractable steering version fitted to the new Evora.
Yes.
That might make it possible for my counterpart.
Because we know the Evora's back seats are definitely not big enough for anything.
So it needs to be in the front seats. So only from America could you have a fantastic steering wheel like this. It's meant to be for the elderly, isn't it? But it's we know it's for the fatties.
We do know that. Right. We should probably end this now.
Yes.
That's all the best bits of the news for the month.
Yep, don't forget you can check out our great looking website at supercarspin.com, where you can find links to all of our previous shows, as well as some of the behind the scenes stuff too.
Yeah, and on there you can also find links to our YouTube, Twitter and Facebook pages as well.
That's it. Well, that's all the news from me, Mark.
And from Brendan.
We'll see you next month.